Hello, and my name is Bin Tang. I am a assistant professor of computer science department. This is my first year here. I joined an computer science department at Azusa Pacific University in fall and 2011. So before that, I spent 4 years in Wichita State University in Kansas. So I would like to first of all give a brief description about my duties as a College of Liberal Arts and Science faculty. So I'm teaching computer science courses, and last semester I was teaching CS and 220, which is an introduction to computer science, and CS 225, and fundamentals of computer science. And I also I was teaching an introduction to programming, which is CS and 490. And I also had a independent study course, which I had two students doing independent study with me in the field of computer compiler. So this semester I'm teaching two courses. I'm teaching CS 250 operating system and CS 250 and fundamentals of computer science. So besides teaching, I also have some other duties like advising. So we had a advising session in each semester, and we had to advise the undergraduate students in three programs in computer science and computer and information system. And yeah, actually we had advised in these two fields. And that is the second duty. And other than that, I had some service and like in the department. For example, we need to organize the programming and team for the students. So is that every fourth semester, Southern California hold an ACM programming contest. So in which that the teams of all the universities in Southern California, they get together and compete. So last fourth semester, we had three teams from our university, and we participated in the ACM and Southern California region and program context in Riverside. So that is also my part of my duty. I was serving as a coach of those three teams. So we had a weekly practice and trying to solve problems before the context. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much about my duties, including teaching and service and and advising. Certainly, I also do research. So my research actually focuses on sensor networks. So the idea of sensor networks is that sensor networks consists of spatially distri distributed sensors that collectively sense the external environment. And for example, the environment sensing to sense the pollution, air pollution, to sense the seismic activities, and to sense the chemical, components in the air. So another application of sensor networks is to monitor the structures, and here's monitoring, and that's so my research is essentially trying to focus on the algorithmic aspect of sensory networks. Essentially, we try to identify, formulate, and solve some interesting and algorithmic problem in sensory networks. So the idea is that for those applications I just mentioned, seismic sensing networks, environment sensing networks, so and large volumes of data are generated. And on the other side, the sensors, actually they are tiny small computers, so they have very limited um, processing power. They have very limited battery, and because they are powered by like AAA and AAA double A batteries, and they have very limited wireless bandwidth. So all this and so essentially on one side, sensors need to generate, store, disseminate, and process large volume of data. On the other side, sensors are very small and computers, so they have very limited processing power, battery power, and wireless bandwidth. So the question is that how to deal with this dilemma, because we need to um, generate large volume of data in sensing networks. So and so my focus is really on focus on design an interesting algorithm and to preserve data inside sensing networks. So that is also some brief description about my research. So the second question, and describe any challenges I have had in the past in regards to communicating in my first and second languages. Um, in terms of challenges, I think I have tried to speak slowly, because I tend to speak fast when I get excited or nervous. So I try to speak slowly, and I think now I'm now getting and trying to get to speak slowly. And so previously, and the challenge was really I was speaking too fast, and in a way that I people couldn't understand me. So now I realize I need to slow down and speak so slowly but clearly. So another challenge I had is sometimes I couldn't find the right words to express or to explain something. So I usually had to pause for some time, try and struggling and to find that word or things like that. So also, I I think I speak better than my listening skill, which means I can express myself easier than understanding people. And sometimes when I talk with native speakers, and I couldn't follow them, and I guess that's probably in part because of the cultures and backgrounds, and certainly yeah, many things. For example, I don't follow baseball, so I really don't know when people talk about the baseball. So yeah, so I think I had sometimes I had difficult and to follow people. For example, in class, students ask me questions. I vaguely know what they're asking, but I really couldn't, and sometimes I really cannot digest their English. I do not think that is because my expertise is really because English and for me still trying to learn. So the third question, my professional goal over the next 2 years. So essentially, I would like to strive to be a good teacher scholar. On the teacher side, I would like to teach well and teach students, and essentially in a Christian environment, we need to teach students as well as supporting their students' spiritual growth. Um, I try to always engage with students in classroom and trying to make sure they progress and following the course topics. And on the scholar side, my goal is trying to publish papers and get good publications. So my research was funded by actually is funded by National Science Foundation. So I need to really do a good work, do a good job to spend the grant money well. Okay, so that's all I want to say regarding this discourse diagnostic intake. Thank you very much for your attention.